Hello, welcome back to Memory Space. This is Frog speaking. So now we have some words. Some words that share the root VOC and variant VOC, meaning to call or to voice. And we have some prefixes and suffixes are combined with the root and its variant to form these words. And they are labeled with either CFR levels, C2 in this case, and the general academic levels, namely the elementary level, the middle school level, high school level, college level, and post-college level. Alright, so as usual, let's dive in exploration of the root itself. So this one is quite simple. We just have the root VOC followed by the verb suffix air. So air is a verb suffix, and VOC is the root, meaning to call or voice. So we have the building block VOC, meaning to call or to voice. All right. So the first word is advocate. So let me change the color. Advocate. All right, advocate. Advocate. So advocate. Advocate. Cool. Advocate. So we have the prefix. We have the prefix ad. Its variance a followed by double consonant. AC means double consonant. So we have double a followed by double M or double N, double consonant. Right, and could be the A itself. So meaning to or toward. And we have the root. We have the root VOC. VOC, meaning to call or to voice. It means to voice in this case. So we have lastly the verb suffix a. So this verb suffix. And just keep in mind that 8, the suffix, could be both, could be used as a verb suffix or as an adjective suffix or as a noun suffix. As a noun suffix, it usually means somebody or something. Alright, so advocate literally means what? It means to voice. To voice somebody or something. Somebody or something. That is to support. To support somebody or something. Cool. Advocate. So for example, you could say the protesters in the United States advocated the legality of abortion. Of abortion. The protesters in the United States advocated the legality of abortion. Alright, next we have the noun form of advocate. So the same spelling but different pronunciation, we call it advocate. Advocate. So advocate. So the difference is that the long A sound becomes the first schwa sound. So that's the first schwa sound. E is the sound. So from A sound to sound. So if you are familiar with IPA, this symbol is become this guy, upside down E. It's called schwa. Alright. So since the same analysis, let's have some times I just copy and paste. Just modified 8. Now is a noun suffix. So it means somebody. It means somebody or something. Let's say now suffix. Cool. So advocate becomes what? Becomes somebody who voices somebody who voices something. Is somebody who supports something. So for example, let's say the man is an advocate. Of green energy. Cool. All right, next we have advocacy. Advocacy. The fourth sound of E-I-E. Advocacy. So that's the second sound of K. So, and it is the fourth sound of E-I-E. E-I-E. And C says because it's followed by EI or Y. Alright, so advocacy. We have the prefix ad or A followed by double consonant or later the phonogram pad itself. It means two or two word. Something. And we have the root. The root VOC. Oops. The root VOC means to voice. And we have the noun suffix AC. It means this variant is a variance of P, IT, or simply E, meaning state, condition, or quality. State, condition, or quality. Cool. So advocacy literally means what? It means the state of voicing something. So the state of voicing, the state of voicing something. And the meaning of two words is hidden. It's hidden, already hidden in the interpretation itself. So advocacy, for example, let's say Emma Watson. Emma Watson is renowned for her advocacy. For advocacy of gender equality. Gender equality. So you could simply say she's an advocate of gender equality. She's an advocate of gender equality. All right, next we have evoke. 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 So that's the second sound of A, O, U. We have A, O, U. That's the second sound of A, O, U. Evoke. All right. So we have the prefix E, which is a variance of X, F, E, meaning out, completely, or the former title. The former title. Now we have the root VOC, meaning to call in this case. And lastly, we have the silent final E. The silent final E in this case is simply that the phonogram O is its long sound, or the second sound for A. The second sound for A, O, U. Alright, so evoke literally means what? Evoke literally means to call something, right? To call something out. So to call what kind of stuff out? To call a strong feeling. A strong feeling. Or a strong feeling or memory. Memory out. Cool, that's simple. And so we have, for example, let's say The drawing. The drawing evoke. We'll say evoke. Evokes the memories. The memories of my childhood. Right, evoke. Next, we have evocative. 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 Cool. Evocative. Evocative. And we have again the prefix e is a variant of x, x, f. Simply e meaning out completely, or the former title. The former title. And we have the root VOC, meaning to call. And we have the verb suffix ate. Is a verb suffix. And lastly, we have adjective suffix if. Adjective suffix if, meaning having the tendency to do something. So having the tendency to do something. So evocative literally means what? Meaning having the tendency to call something out, to call the strong feeling or memories out. So having the tendency to call something out, to call a strong feeling, or memory out. So for example, let's say the diagrams are evocative of what I've studied. All right, next we have evocation. Evocation. Good, evocation. And again, we have the prefix. The prefix e is the variant of x. We'll have x, x, f, E, meaning out, completely, or the former title. Former title. And we have the root VOC. The VOC means to call. And lastly, we have the noun suffix Asian, or English or ion, meaning state, condition, process, or result. So state, condition, process, result. So evocation literally means the state of calling a strong memory or a strong feeling of memory out. Alright, so the state of calling a strong feeling, or memory out. Yes, that's it. And for example, let's say we have evocation of old memories. Cool. Next. The next one is invoke. So invoke. Alright, invoke. And we have the prefix in. The prefix in this case means the specific person or thing. Remember, in the prefix in usually means into, within or within something, or as a common negation prefix means not, but it could also mean the specific person or thing. With if we narrow, let's say if we narrow, like we narrow something, narrow scope down. So narrow scope down, or narrow the range down, become the specific person or things. Alright. And we have the root VOC, meaning to call, meaning to call. And we have the silent final E. In this case, is the silent final E to that the phonogram O is a long sound, or the second sound of R, O, U. Right. So invoke actually means what? It means to call something, to call the specific person or thing. So to call what? We have to call, let's say, we could call like evoke. We can call a strong feeling or memory. or we could call spirits, gods, to call a god, to call God for help, or we could call what? To call something, to call something, to call something, to call something to help you, to help you achieve something. Cool. So we could call strong feeling or memory, we could call a god, or call something to help you to achieve something. Alright, so for example, let's say the first one. The first one, call what? Call a strong feeling or memory. So it's almost like evoke. So let's say a toy bicycle. A toy bicycle that what kind of the toy bicycle that invokes images of his childhood. And second one, we could call a god or several gods for help. So let's say the right. The right means a religious ceremony. So the rite was performed. The rite was performed to invoke gods, to summon gods for help. And lastly, we could call something to help you achieve something. So let's say, for example, these are both examples. So, for example, let's say the police can invoke the law to impose a fine for drunk driving or drunk driving. Oh, so invoke the law to call the law to help them impose a fine. Alright, next we have invocation, the noun form of invoke. Invocation. Invocation. That's it. Invocation. And again, we have the prefix. The prefix in, meaning the specific person or thing. And we have the root VOC. The root VOC, meaning to call. And lastly, we have Now suffix Asian with variants ion or shun, whatever ion, meaning state, condition, process, or result. Or state, condition, process, or result. Cool. So invocation literally means what? The process of calling a specific person or thing. So the process of calling what? Calling a strong feeling, or memory, or we can call a god or gods for help. We could also call something to help you achieve something. Something to help you. Call something to help you to achieve something. So what about the first one? The first one, for example, we could say strong feeling or memory. So we have invocation. Invocation of images of his childhood. Or we could call what? Call the god for help. So invocation of gods to help you do something. And we could call, for example, invocation of the law to impose a fine. Good. Now let's take a break.